Drowning in Sand, Chapter 2, The Sickies and the Alienated, Part 1. This is how it is at the ruined shoreline. Map wakes a handful of hours later, not enough sleep for him, and he rubs his crusty eyes and grinds his sandy, gritty teeth. The gulls are shrieking sickly outside. Map spits onto the floor. His tongue is sandy, heavy. He rolls over onto his side, and he does it too quickly, and his whole left side is engulfed with the invisible flames of torture. Then he falls back onto his back like he was, and the torture subsides slowly. He rolls a little slower onto his side. He rests for a minute, and he listens to the gulls outside scavenging the beach and eating foul trash for breakfast. He rolls a little more and grabs onto the headboards of the bed, and he prepares himself, and he lowers his legs slowly to the ground while maneuvering himself up by pushing against the headboard. He is sitting now, his head aches, he's feeling like he's going to throw up, and this won't be the last time today he feels that way, far from it. His head hurts some from all the pills and all the pain too. Maybe you should have mentioned the headaches to the doctor last night. Maybe another time, maybe never, whatever. He closes his eyes and he lets his body relax a little. He tries to will away the pain that is still stubbornly clinging to the nerve ends. He wants to cry. For breakfast, he washes down a few of the pills he got from the doctor last night. They should help in a little while, but they never work fast enough. He swallows two and keeps one lodged under his tongue. Slowly, he stands. And just as he's almost all the way up, his left leg changes its mind, and it goes limp, and Map awkwardly tumbles back onto the rumpled bed with the cheap, stained sheets. He gets that sick feeling again, and he tries harder to ignore it as he doesn't want to throw up and waste the two pills he's already swallowed. His chest hurts again, a quick spasm of pain. It starts at the top left of his chest, and then it explodes in all directions. He thinks he feels his heart miss a beat, but he's not sure. He closes his eyes for a few minutes to build up his determination and some energy, and the will to just get out of bed, which is smaller and smaller every day. His will diminishes with each pill that he takes. Every day that is filled with constant pain and nerve mutinies makes him think about how much longer he can put up with it. How easy it would be to not feel it, to not feel anything anymore, to not swallow the pills or the bits of dirty, gritty sand that blows constantly into the house or the old windowsills from the wretched wind. The 8-inch scar on his back still burns on the inside and itches on the outside. He is afraid of scratching it in his sleep and maybe ripping it open again, but he hasn't, not yet. The panic fills his few dreams. No more sex dreams, just scar dreams. He lies on the bed with his eyes closed, and he listens to the wind, and he gets a whiff of the trash line through the closed window as he waits for the pain to stop, at least a little. The wind screams, the waves bring in trash, and then drag the trash back out to the trash line again, and the dunes get smaller and smaller as he's there. The sand kamikazes against the house and rips paint from the old wood. Sand is everywhere in this house, and it's a ghastly gray hue. The beach is no longer a nice tan color. He finally has to go to the bathroom, so he opens his eyes. He ignores the trash line stench, and he starts to get himself upright. Slowly, he lowers his legs together as a pair over the side of the bed, and he winces in pain as he does it. He's pushing himself up with his elbow now and closing his eyes once again. He stands up slowly. He's keeping his eyes closed the whole time. His knees are feeling weak, but he's doing it. He's standing. He smiles a little and opens his brown eyes and scratches his skull under his thick brown hair. He's not as strong as he used to be. He's tired a lot. He has lost some weight. But being here, convalescing by the sea, is good, the doctor says. Map rotates his body so that he's standing in front of his wheelchair. And then he feels blindly behind him, and he finds one arm of the wheelchair, and then the other, and he lowers himself down, slowly and painfully. When he's in the chair, he rests again for a little while. He closes his eyes, and he listens to those crazy gulls out there, sick, screaming, screeching. He hears the ocean, mighty and dirty, mighty dirty, and the wind blows and howls, and the dunes diminish and diminish, and he slouches over in his chair, asleep and exhausted.